welcome to our class today for business. With me here I have one of question which is usually being tested regularly in various years in KCSE, and this is a common question which last year was there in the KCSE. Now I feel like I will share with you this question. Be careful and you will enjoy. This question comes from the topic of financial statement, whereby we all know that financial statements are transactions that take place in business, because we cannot able to memorize all the transactions taking place in business. That's why we used to record our business transactions under these various transactions. With me here I have a question. The following trial balances was extracted from the book of Kamau Trader at that 1st December 2017. This is a trial balance. As we can see, Kamau Traders trial balance as at that 1st December 2017. We have the credit side, the debit side, the credit side, and the transaction taking place there. We have the opening stock, which was 30,000 purchases and sales. We have the 750,000, 370,000. We have debtors, which is 47,000, commissions received at 6,000, returns, which was 10,000. This return and 60,000 respectively. Carriage we have 27,000. Advertising we have that 3,000. Salaries we got that 19,000. We have rents, which is 12,000. Premises 450,000. Machinery we have 180,000. And as we can see, insurance we have discount, drawings, cash in hand, cash at bank, creditors and capitals and totals. Student, here we have an additional information, which is an additional information. Information, which was a closing stock, the closing stock, which costed at shillings 50,000. Costed 50,000 and carried outward. The carriage outward being a third of the total carriage expense. Carriage expense. Now, the first question asks that prepare Kamau Traders trading profit and loss account. We are told to prepare Kamau's trading profit and loss account. As we can see, our space here is not enough for us, and that you will allow me to just wrap the question so as we can calculate easily. Now, whatever you are told you are required to do in order to solve the question, you are supposed. As you can see, we have an additional information of closing stock, which is 50,000, carriage outward as being a third of the total carriage expenses. So, first question, prepare Kamau Traders trading profit and loss account, which carries 6 marks. The second question, prepare a balance sheet of the business at that 1st of December 2017. Now, allow me to erase the first part here because of space. Yeah, now you must follow the format of trading profit and loss account. And you start with the title, which earns you a mark. You say Kamau. Kamau. Right, Kamau traders. Kamau traders. Trading profit and loss account for the year ended at 31st December 2017. You make a straight line that way. You divide into T-shape. You follow the format which is in T-shape, and now you start transacting. And be very careful to use for the year ended at that first, not as at that we use in balance sheet. Now we start with the opening capitals. Opening capital. Opening stock, I mean the opening stock. Alright, here shillings and here shillings. The opening stock of ours was 30,000, which was 30,000. You add purchases, add double colon purchases. You add purchases at this side, which adds up to 275,000, and now you add carriage outwards. Carriage, the add, right? Add to show that you are adding carriage outward. Remember, outwards are in this side, the left hand side, and the carriage inwards are found on the, it alters the capitals on the right hand side. But we have an information that tells us that the capital, the carriage outward was a third of the expenses. Now you come and find that our expenses, our total expenses, we were given to be 24,000, and hence you must find the other of these 24,000, which you get to be 8,000. Now, wherever you get this 8,000, that simply replies the carriage outwards. This is outwards. Now, the remaining out of this, you get the difference, which is 24,000. 24,000 minus 8,000, which we get to be 16,000. Now, this 16,000 is what we carry as. We take it to be the carriage outwards, and this is carriage inward. Now you must be conversant with that. That is various place where most students get failed about this question. Now you have calculated and find that you are carried outward as being 16,000. You add carried outward. These are the expenses that incur when transporting the purchases good from the supplier to the business. That we add. After addition, what else alters the cost of goods sold? We get the rest. We less. You are supposed to rest the return. We rest return outwards. We rest return outwards. These return outwards are good initially sold, but they have been returned back to the good purchase, but returned back to the supplier, which for our case was 6,000. For our case is 6,000. Now, using this, we are able to get the cost of good available for sale. we get the cost of goods available for sale, which is purchases plus stock and carriage minus return outward. Now you get the sum here, which will add up to you choose 75 plus 16,000 rest 6,000, we get to be 2,000. You forward it here, which is 85,000. Now, to get, you add this and this to get a total of cost of goods sold, which is 105,000. That's what we take as cost of goods available for sale. Now we want to get the cost of goods sold. To get the cost of goods sold, we raise the closing stock. We raise the closing stock. We raise the closing stock. For our case, in additional information, the closing stock was 50,000. You raise here 50,000, and this will give us what we know as cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold, which is 273,000, being as cost of goods sold. Now you shift to the left and the right hand side where we have sales. We have sales which costs a shillings of 390,000. Whatever alters the sales, in order to get the net sale, we raise the return inwards. In order to get the net sale, we less return inward. You raise return inwards. The return inwards, for our case here, return inwards being 8,000 to get the net sales. For you to get the net sales, whenever you subtract, you get a total of 308, which is return inward. Is 10,000, whereby we get 380,000. After that, we are supposed to get the gross profit, and we know that gross profit is equals to net sales over minus the cost of goods sold. Whenever you take this 380,000 minus this, for us to get the gross profit. Gross profit, whenever you take 300, you balance here, which is 380,000. You double underscore this way, and here we need what is called the gross profit. The gross profit. Gross profit is 380,000 minus this one, whereby we shall get 1,105. 115,000, and you must balance 380. That's you double underscore like this one, and make sure the lines are at the same level with the other side. Now this is called gross profit carried down. The other side you come and write gross profit brought down as 1,105,000. That's our gross profit. Now that's you are done with the first session. You go to the second. This is now trading. Now you go to the second section where is the profit. Profit and loss account. That's being the second session. And make sure you note that down. Now you continue to the next part whereby we have this side to be. Now to get the net profit of the business, you have to get all gross profit plus revenue or revenue minus the expenses. This side belongs to expense. You add all the expenses plus revenue plus gross profit, you minus the expense. Now for our case here, we have advertisement. We have advertising. Advertising being 3,000. We have 3,000. We have salaries. We have salaries, which is 19,000. 19,000. We got rate. We got rates. Rates being 12,000. These are expenses. Insurance, which is 20,000. 20,000. We have discount around. The discount around being 5,000. 5,000. We have carriage outward, which you can remember was 8,000. The carriage outwards. These are the costs incurred transporting the goods to the market or to the consumer, which is 8,000. And finally, the other side, whereby we have commission received. The commission received being that 6,000. That's 6,000. Discount received being 7,000. Now for you to get the net profit, you add this side minus the expenses. And remember, the discount received are usually all received in business. We term them as incomes, and all around are termed to be expense or expense incurred by the business. Now we are supposed to get this, the sum of this one we add, whereby whenever you add, you get 107, 117, 107. You get whenever you add, you get 158, 158,000. You double underscore the continuation here, which will balance the other side. 158,000. You want double underscore, and this you get the net profit here. Net profit being 91,000. 91. This is carried down. 91,000. You take it down here, which is net profit brought down the same 91,000. Now, getting this as a net profit, the second session, you are done with the second session. Now, the second question asks about prepare the Kamau balance sheet on that 1st December. Prepare Kamau's balance sheet on that 1st December. Now, whatever is required from this question is only the net profit, which is being transferred to the balance sheet. Now, allow me to lab this for us to. Now, you are done with 6 marks. You take the format, you write the title of balance sheet as Kamau Traders, balance sheet as at. Now you use as at 31st December 2017. We will underline this way in T form, and remember to show the debit side, which is this side, and the credit side. That earns you a mark. Now we have the on credit side we have the assets. The assets we get in shillings. Assets in shillings, and the other side is capital and liabilities. This carries assets and the other one carries capitals and liability. The first fixed, you indicate fixed asset, fixed asset, you underline to separate. Now we have premises being 400 as 450,000. We have machinery being 180, costing 180,000. That we get current assets. We have cash, we have stock, and remember the stock, we take the closing stock of that business, which is 50,000. Don't mistake to take the opening stock. We take a closing stock. We have debtors which are 447,000. We have cash at hand. Cash in hand, which amounted to 40,000. We have cash at bank. Cash at bank amounting to 250,000. 250,000. On the capital and liability side, which is the credit side, we have the capital. We have capital, which is 600 and capital in shillings, which is 689,000. We have what enters the capital are the gross profit we have. We add gross profit minus the drawing taking place in that business. Now you indicate that you are adding add the net profit. The net profit, which was being summed as 91,000. The next things or transaction that enters business capital is drawings. We know drawings or investment. Drawings we raise and investment we have. But for our case here, we have the drawings. So we raise drawings. Which was 25,000. 25,000. Now we have the long-term liability. We have the long-term liabilities, which was we have for our case we have loan, which sum up to 210,000. On top we got current or short-term liability. Short-term liability. liabilities. The short-term ability you underline. For our case, we have creditors alone. Creditors, which add up to creditors 52,000. For our case is 52,000. Now, the next step is additional for the both sides. And the surest way to get that every procedure you have taken is only whether the balance sheet is going to balance. If this side of credit side balance, you get after addition, you get the same amount with the debt side, definitely you know that you have your own 12 or 10 marks. Now let's add, after addition, we get to be 1 million. On this side, we get 1,017,000. You double underscore this way. And the other side, we have the same, which is 1,117,000. You double underscore this way. And make sure the right on debit side and credit side are on the same side, are on the same level. After doing that, you are now being awarded your free marks. Thank you for your cooperation. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and share. Thank you.